Nepal, a small country tucked away in the Himalayas, is incredibly beautiful and full of culture. Nestled between the towering peaks, it offers a unique blend of natural beauty and rich cultural heritage that captivates the hearts of all who visit. The landscape is a breathtaking mix of snow-capped mountains, deep valleys and lush forests, each contributing to the country's stunning scenery. Huge snowy mountains reach for the sky, their majestic peaks often hidden by clouds. These mountains are not just a sight to behold, but also a source of life and inspiration for the people living in their shadows. The Himalayas are home to some of the highest peaks in the world, including Mount Everest, which stands as a testament to nature's grandeur and the spirit of human adventure. Deep valleys carved by ancient rivers, green forests teeming with wildlife, and serene lakes that mirror the sky create a landscape of unparalleled beauty. These natural wonders are not just picturesque, they are vital ecosystems that support a diverse range of flora and fauna. The rivers, originating from the melting glaciers, flow through the valleys, providing water and sustenance to the communities and wildlife that depend on them. This is Nepal, a country where nature's power is strong and old traditions mix with modern life. The traditional villages, with their unique architecture and way of life, coexist harmoniously with the natural environment. These villages are often isolated, accessible only by footpaths that wind through the mountains, preserving their age-old customs and practices. Nepal is between India and China, and that's shaped its history and culture. This strategic location has made Nepal a melting pot of influences, where Indian and Chinese traditions blend seamlessly with local customs. The country's history is rich with tales of trade, conquest, and cultural exchange, all of which have left an indelible mark on its identity. Both countries have influenced Nepal, creating a mix of traditions and beliefs. Festivals in Nepal are a vibrant display of this cultural amalgamation, where Hindu and Buddhist practices are celebrated with equal fervor. The architecture too reflects this blend, with temples and stupas showcasing intricate designs that draw from both Indian and Chinese styles. The Himalayas, sometimes called the roof of the world, have kept Nepal separate but also brought in adventurers and traders. These mountains have long been a barrier, protecting the country from external influences, while also serving as a gateway for explorers and traders seeking new routes and opportunities. The ancient trading paths that crisscross the Himalayas are a testament to Nepal's historical significance as a hub of commerce and cultural exchange. This helped Nepal keep its unique culture safe. The isolation provided by the mountains has allowed Nepal to preserve its traditions and way of life, even as the world around it has changed. In the villages, you can still find artisans practicing age-old crafts, passing their skills down through generations, ensuring that their cultural heritage remains alive and vibrant. From Kathmandu, the busy capital city, to small villages in the mountains, Nepal shows a world where old and new mix. Kathmandu, with its bustling streets and vibrant markets, is a stark contrast to the serene mountain villages, yet both are integral parts of Nepal's identity. The city is a melting pot of cultures, where ancient temples stand alongside modern buildings and traditional practices coexist with contemporary lifestyles. The Nepalese people are very welcoming. Their warmth and hospitality are legendary, making visitors feel at home in this distant land. Whether in the city or the countryside, the smiles of the Nepalese people are a testament to their friendly and generous nature. They greet visitors with open arms and big smiles. This genuine hospitality is a reflection of their deep-rooted cultural values, where guests are considered gods and treated with the utmost respect and kindness. Nepal's spirit is in its people, their strength and their love for their land and culture. The resilience and determination of the Nepalese people are evident in their daily lives as they work the fields, build their homes, and come together as a community. Their deep connection to their land and culture is what makes Nepal truly special, a place where the past and present coexist in harmony, and where the spirit of the Himalayas lives on in every heart. Nepal is a land of incredible diversity, home to a rich tapestry of ethnicities, languages, and religions. This small yet vibrant country, nestled in the Himalayas, boasts a cultural mosaic that is both fascinating and complex. Over 125 distinct ethnic groups reside in Nepal, each bringing its own unique language, customs, and traditions to the cultural landscape. These groups contribute to the rich cultural heritage that makes Nepal so unique and colorful. Among these groups, the Sherpa people are perhaps the most internationally renowned. Known for their exceptional mountaineering skills, the Sherpas have become synonymous with high-altitude climbing and are integral to the success of many Himalayan expeditions. The newer people, on the other hand, are celebrated for their artistic prowess and vibrant festivals. As the original inhabitants of the Kathmandu Valley, the Newars have a rich history of craftsmanship, creating intricate art and architecture that adorns the valley. In the southern plains of Nepal, the Tharu people are known for their agricultural expertise and distinctive cultural practices. Their traditional houses and farming techniques are a testament to their deep connection with the land. These are just a few examples of the many different ethnic groups that call Nepal home. Each group adds its own flavor to the cultural melting pot, making Nepal a truly diverse and multicultural nation. Language is another aspect of Nepal's diversity. The country is home to over 123 languages, reflecting the multitude of ethnic groups and their distinct linguistic traditions. In schools and markets, you can hear a symphony of languages being spoken. While Nepali is the official language and widely spoken across the country, other languages such as Maithili, Bhojpuri, and Tharu are also prevalent. This linguistic diversity is a testament to the country's rich cultural heritage. The cultural performances and traditional dances of Nepal are a vivid display of the country's ethnic diversity. Each dance and performance tells a story, often rooted in the history and traditions of the various ethnic groups. Religion plays a significant role in the lives of Nepali people. Despite the diversity of beliefs, there is a remarkable sense of harmony and mutual respect among the different religious communities. This coexistence is a cornerstone of Nepali society. Hinduism and Buddhism are the predominant religions in Nepal, with a plethora of temples and monasteries dotting the landscape. These sacred sites are not only places of worship, but also cultural landmarks that attract pilgrims and tourists alike. From the towering peaks of the Himalayas to the lush plains of the Terai, Nepal's diverse landscapes are mirrored in its cultural and ethnic diversity. This small country is a microcosm of the world's cultures, languages, and religions living together in harmony. Nepal is changing, trying to become modern while keeping its traditions. The country is at a crossroads where the old meets the new in a fascinating blend. This delicate balance is visible everywhere, from the bustling streets of Kathmandu to the serene landscapes of the Himalayas. The juxtaposition of ancient temples and modern buildings tells a story of a nation in transition. Things like the internet and tourists have changed Nepalese society, especially in cities. The influx of tourists has brought new opportunities and challenges. Internet cafes and tourist-friendly marketplaces have become common, reflecting the global influence on local culture. This digital revolution is reshaping how people interact, work, and even think. Young people are learning about new things online and changing how they live. They are more connected to the world than ever before, accessing information and ideas that were once out of reach. This exposure is broadening their horizons and influencing their aspirations and lifestyles. But traditions are still strong. Festivals, rituals, and traditional attire remain integral to Nepalese identity. These cultural practices are not just remnants of the past, but are actively celebrated and passed down through generations. They provide a sense of continuity and belonging in a rapidly changing world. Families are important and provide support. The family unit is the cornerstone of Nepalese society, offering emotional and financial support. Multi-generational households are common, where wisdom and traditions are shared across ages. Family gatherings and meals are cherished moments that reinforce bonds and cultural values. Respecting older people is still very important. Elders are revered for their wisdom and experience. Traditional greetings and gestures of respect are everyday practices that highlight the deep-rooted cultural norms. This respect for the elderly ensures that their knowledge and traditions are preserved and honored. Festivals are a way to remember old traditions and celebrate together. They are vibrant expressions of Nepalese culture, bringing communities together in joyous celebration. These events are not only about festivity, but also about reinforcing cultural identity and unity. Nepal needs to find a balance between keeping its culture and enjoying new things. This balance is crucial for the nation's future, ensuring that modernization does not come at the cost of cultural heritage. The coexistence of modern and traditional lifestyles is a testament to Nepal's resilience and adaptability. Young people are important here. They are the bridge between the past and the future, playing a vital role in preserving traditions while embracing modernity. Youth groups and young artisans are actively involved in cultural activities, ensuring that the rich heritage of Nepal is not lost. Many are working to save their traditions, like old crafts, which are an essential part of Nepalese culture. These crafts are not just about creating beautiful objects, but also about preserving skills and knowledge passed down through generations, and using technology to share their culture with everyone. Digital platforms are becoming powerful tools for cultural preservation and promotion, allowing Nepalese traditions to reach a global audience. This fusion of technology and tradition is helping to keep the culture alive and relevant in the modern world. Daily life in Nepal is a mix of old and new. In Kathmandu, old temples and palaces stand next to new buildings. You can smell incense and hear monks chanting along with car horns and people talking. Life in the countryside is slower. Families farm the land on the hills. The air is fresh and you can hear birds singing and water flowing. People spend evenings with family and friends telling stories around a fire. Even though city and country life are different, some things are the same. Family is very important. People respect their elders. Visitors are always welcome. Spirituality and religion are a big part of life in Nepal. It's the birthplace of Buddha, and his teachings are still important. Hinduism is also very popular, with temples everywhere. Hinduism and Buddhism influence everything in Nepal, from daily routines to festivals. Prayer is important, and many people make offerings to gods and goddesses. Temples are places for people to come together. Festivals are a time to show faith and connect with others. Dashain, a big Hindu festival, celebrates good winning over evil. It's a time for families to get together. Tihar, the festival of lights, celebrates brothers and sisters. The people of Nepal are strong and never give up. They've faced many problems like earthquakes and political issues. The big earthquake in 2015 was terrible, but people worked hard to rebuild. Nepal has also had political problems, but people never lost hope. Their strength comes from their families, their faith, and their belief in a better future. The Sherpa people who climb Mount Everest show this spirit. They are brave and strong in very dangerous situations. It's important to save Nepal's culture, not just for Nepal, but for the whole world. Its traditions and beliefs are special. Many people are working to save Nepal's culture. The government has museums and protected areas. Groups are working to save old crafts and encourage responsible tourism. But the most important people are the Nepalese themselves. It's their culture, and they need to share it with future generations. Young people are using technology and education to teach others about their culture. Tourism can be good and bad for culture. Nepal's mountains and temples bring in lots of visitors, which helps the economy. But tourism can also cause problems for the environment and traditions. Nepal needs to find a balance. Things like eco-lodges and teaching tourists about the culture can help. By working with local communities, Nepal can use tourism to protect its culture and help people. Nepal, with its beautiful land, culture and strong people, shows the best of humanity. This small country has faced many problems, but its people are always strong. As Nepal changes, it needs to keep its special culture. Young people are important for this. By focusing on education and responsible tourism, Nepal can make sure its culture continues. The world can learn a lot from Nepal about being strong, loving nature, and the power of community.